All right, let's go ahead and do some more. So we've got our 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. So remember, it has to equal 0 first. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3 to both sides. Now, I didn't say this last time, but really you should double check to see if factoring will work. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then we put the negative 5 on top. The factors of 6 that add up to negative 5 are negative 2 and negative 3, which means we could factor, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how the quadratic formula will still work even if you forget to do that step. It just makes it go faster if you factor it usually. So you identify your A, B, and C, and then just a reminder, our formula, which I'll write right here, is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of that over 2a. So we've got x equals, we do the opposite of b, so we're now doing a positive 5. And then we have negative, so b squared, so negative 5 squared, minus 4 times our a, so 4 times 2, and then also by our c, so by 3. All of that's going to be over 2 times our a, or 2 times 2. I'm going to go ahead and actually do the next step right here, because all we're doing is simplifying these two pieces. So you still have the 5, and then 5 squared minus, what is that, 2 times 3 times 4, so 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3. Is 1. So you got square root of 1, and that's all over 4. Now, square root of 1 is just the same thing as 1. We know that. Hopefully we know that. So that means we can easily do this without a calculator. So one of them is going to be 5 plus 4, or 5 plus 1 over 4. The other one's going to be 5 minus 1 over 4. So 5 plus 1 is 6, so we have 6 over 4. Both of those can be divided by 2, so you have 3 over 2. The other one, 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1 is 4, and it's still over 4. 4 divided by 4 is just 1. So those would be your two answers. And so notice when you factor, it's not going to be like these crazy decimals that we've had before. You'll get like nice integers and stuff if it could have factored. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one for this video. So we're going to go ahead and add 4, because remember we have to get it equal to 0. So we have x squared minus x plus 4 equals 0. Now your a is going to be 1, your b is negative 1, and c is 4. So we can go ahead and use this formula down here. So x equals the opposite of b, so positive 1, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 1 squared, minus 4 times a times c. All of that's over 2 times a. So I'm going to write that 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and figure out what 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 4 is. I'm going to type that in. You get the square root of negative 15. 2 times 1 is 2. Now, we're going to be talking about this more in a bit, but this little part's called the discriminant. So if you have a negative under the square root, that means there's no real solutions. There are solutions, they're just called imaginary solutions, and we'll be finding those later. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and say there's no real solutions. And that